So, the exploration in Wuthering Waves is off-rip just better. If you value your time, then you really can't disagree with me on that. Let's take a look at the exploration in both Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. Starting off with running in Genshin versus running in Wuthering Waves, we can see a really big difference.
Oh my god! What is that?
Seriously, why am I out of breath after running for 10 seconds in Genshin? Versus running in Wuthering Waves just makes sense to me. The game is an open-world exploration game. Why the f would you make it difficult to explore the open world that was made for exploring? Not to mention that Genshin locks exploration perks behind a paywall. But hey, if you don't mind spending over $300 just to have a fraction of Wuthering Waves powers, go ahead, whatever rows your boat. Wuthering Waves actually makes this look easy. You only use stamina when dashing, climbing, gliding, or flying. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention you can fly in this game. But here's the catch. Flying is limited to only a specific part of the map, so we have some room for improvement. Apart from that, this game proves that it is not that hard to make a game that actually makes sense, and that players can enjoy without having to sell their kidney on the black market. So, if there's one thing I really like about Wuthering Waves, it's the combat system. This is one of the many things I didn't really like in Genshin. Even though Genshin is a good game, it was still lacking in this area in my opinion. But more on that in a second. The parry and dodge mechanics in Wuthering Waves are seriously fire and add so much depth to the way you play the game. I think it makes the game feel more like you're playing as the main character in an anime, which is why we play these gacha games in the first place. Genshin's combat system is just too easy in my opinion.
And, you know, it's like the longer we play, the worse it gets. But these enemies, they just get eviscerated. I understand this has got some animal damage here. But in a lot of cases, it's gotten to the point, you know, where you can run in with a couple units and you can clear most of this content pretty damn quickly, whether you've got reactions or you don't. And so it's like, well, why do I have all these characters and all this damage? Because this is the only endgame activity in the game for the most part. And I understand maybe this is the best team possible. But I feel like the game's combat, when you start doing too much damage, it almost falls apart. Because you can't do all these cool elemental reactions and these cool combos because everything is just dead already. It's like, it doesn't matter if I'm vaporizing or not, the shit dies instantly.
And it gets boring really quickly. As soon as you learn about the elemental reactions, you're basically set for success. The grinding for artifacts and the materials that you can only farm on specific days of the week also makes it not that great. In Wuthering Waves, you can farm those weapon and skill materials anytime you want. Maybe Wuthering Waves will become just like how Genshin is right now, with the endgame being too easy or just straight up boring. We can't really know that beforehand, but even if that happens, Wuthering Waves would still be a better game, because it still has a lot of room to grow into something that we as players enjoy, even if it's only casual. Wuthering Waves world building is by far really great. Everything fits right in place. The whole open world just looks great, and when I'm playing, I never really notice anything off or out of place. At first, when I was a Genshin player, I had the same feeling at the start of the game, but as the time went on and more regions got added to the map, I just couldn't really get back the feeling I had in the beginning. And especially when you run out of stamina so quickly, to me it makes exploring the vast open world of Genshin just tiresome. I like exploring the open world in Wuthering Waves more because I move so much quicker. I can play for a few hours and feel like I did so much, and have a great time while doing so. Wuthering Waves keeps you locked in. Just when you think you're the strongest on the map, you come across another challenge that will humble you real quick. I think that maxing out your character and grinding for the best echo stats should be rewarded, considering how much time and effort it takes to even get to that point. And the game does that very well, so far. You'll never feel like the game is too easy. Maybe on some parts of the map you'll be the boss, but as soon as you try holograms, you'll sit your ass down real quick. Maybe it's because I'm a new player, but so far, I don't really have a lot of negatives to say about Wuthering Waves. If you disagree with me on anything I said in this video, don't be shy and let's fight it out in the comments. Also, let me know if you already tried Wuthering Waves or thinking about giving it a shot. Obviously, there will be always things to improve, and I don't necessarily think that's a wrong place to be in. Well, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.